Hello, welcome to Last Bastion and our lovely stream on a Sunday night, which is now with the YouTube video of Warcry, the extended edition, as I called it, the full Monty. So in this one, as you saw last week, we used 3 models. We're using a full team, this full warband this week, and we're using the initiative phase and the extra abilities you can use. So as we do it, I'll explain it. We've got a guy here who's never played it before, so I'll be trying to run it so Special guest Jack. Running it so that he understands it, which means you'll understand it at home, ideally. So if you log in on Twitch at the minute and you ask us questions, what you'll find is on our YouTube video, the questions will be answered from the people who are actually watching us live. So just be aware, we're not talking to random ghosts in the room, we're talking to viewers on Twitch. Yeah, so without further ado, we will flip the camera to the board, try and show as much as we can as we're doing it, and explain as much as we can as we're doing it as well. So,
sorry for the wobble, guys. So, I can do that, that's not in the way. And
all my cards and dice. Oh god, I hate burps. Can you dub out my burps?
We dub
what, just stream, mate. Mute the audio whenever you burp.
Was it not alright as it was over there? I mean, you've got a random angle now.
It's artistic, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many people are going to say, oh, it was alright, but I had to turn my head on the side to watch it?
Well, no, you don't, do you? No, you don't. No, that's not, I get your point.
I had to put my TV screen on an angle. I had to read the alt screw so I could actually get it straight.
Right, it's just with this angle, I'll end up missing like the board like that way. So,
right.
So you're just upset because it kind of cuts into your space.
It's invading my space. Yeah. So basically,
we've got all this board.
These are you guys. This is your warband. You'll notice they've all got stats. You've got how far you move is the arrow in the left-hand corner of the circle.
Okay.
That's in inches. Your toughness is on the top right-hand side of that circle.
Okay.
That works as usual. If it's equal to, it's 4s. If it's more than the guy's toughness, then you're on 3s to wound, and if it's less than, you're on 5s to wound.
Is it still doubles is 2s? Doubles is 6. That's
more than double is no. More than double is 5s.
No. More than's 5. More than double is 6.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Has Matt just confused you there?
I'm a little bit confused. That's how it works in foot.
Let me read it for you.
Right. What's the quick question, Jack?
So the question I'm asking is if the strength and the toughness is exactly the same as that 4s.
So if your strength is lower than the toughness,
it's exactly the same as 40k.
Okay.
If your strength is equal to, it's 4s and 5s.
But, if it's double, is what I'm after.
Nope.
It doesn't cover doubles.
Okay.
Yeah. So listen to the words as I say them.
Okay.
I've not mentioned if it's more than double. If your toughness, if your strength is lower than the toughness, you're winning on 5s and 6s. If your strength is equal to the toughness, it's 4s, 5s and 6s. If your strength is equal than or greater than toughness, it's 3s.
Ah. So they just don't do?
They just don't do 2s anymore.
Oh, okay. Fair dues.
We already have one guy joining us back, which is Drachmir.
Not at all. We've played games many times before, Matt. It's not We've played a lot of games, me and you.
Not sheep, mate.
Yeah, Matt, we've got Drachmir back.
Oh, Drachmir. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Drachmir.
Dulmir.
Is Drachmir one of my friends?
I assume so, because he's on our Twitch feed.
It's a bold question.
Well, no, because he said he's from Cardiff. The last thing he said was something about being Cardiff, UK, and then I'm thinking Cardiff, UK was one of my friends that I used to know from where I used to live.
He says...
No, I never would what?
Call and
Can I
friend?
say the technical difficulties didn't have a lasting effect? No, it never would. It never would have a lasting effect. with what the guy was doing.
Mia says that wasn't me. That was the supposed hacker. I'm just confused.
No. Go back to playing your game.
Yes, like Warhammer Fantasy Battle used to be.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's on back. Yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't tell us that bit.
No, because you.
I'm pretty sure I know who this guy is. I think
Matt did the same vampire laugh to my name yesterday.
What?
I feel like we're trying to.
So it's either the last stream we did, or literally he spoke to you yesterday, told you his Twitch name, and you did the same bit. At the end of the day, trying to make Matt think is a very strenuous task.
I feel like I should ask if he wants the job or not.
Ah!
I believe that's who it is. In which
He
case,
does.
big hugs. Big, massive bear hugs. Right, so, YouTubers. So that's how I got no idea what I was on about.
You were describing what's on the card.
Where to get to?
I believe you got to the bottom of the circle is wounds.
Wounds, yes. Well done, Jack. You are so on the ball. Then you've got your weapon and what it does. Basically, it's below that. So you've got range, attacks, strength, and then damage.
Okay.
So the skull on the the fist is the strength.
Yeah.
And then the damage is normal damage and critical. Critical is when you roll a 6.
Okay, that's making more sense. Right, I'm with you.
That confused us to hell before I read the rules.
Just a quick question. When I'm attacking you, do I choose before I roll or choose after I roll which weapon I'm going to attack you with?
You don't choose. It literally. No, you don't have a weapon choice on them, don't you?
Yeah, I've got weapon choices on
You
2 of these
choose
guys.
weapon choice.
Just say, for example, I'm in close
one
range with this lady.
Yeah.
Do I choose?
I mean, I
choose
could have
one
quite easily
attack
answered that without
each
having to
action.
stand up and lock the table.
Oh, fine. Sorry.
Go on, friend.
So you've got 2 actions in your
Okay.
turn, and you can do a move action,
Yeah.
2 move actions, move and attack, or 2 attacks, or whatever,
Okay.
in any combination. And each time you choose a weapon to attack with.
Okay, but I
So
choose at the start.
Yeah, you could, for instance, say, this action, I'm going to use my my balls of steel. Big whip balls thing. That woman there, or thing there. So she goes, wha-pah! Miles away, and then somebody close to her with a sword.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
So every time you roll the attack, you are choosing which profile you want to use.
Oh,
So you don't say at the start of my combat phase, I'm doing both my actions to be. You just say, right, this action, I am going to attack you. This action, I'm going to pull out of combat and run away.
Okay, so when you're going through the actions, just because obviously, again, I do a lot more like 40k stuff at the moment, I don't have to tell you exactly what I'm doing. I can do it, roll one, and then the one after that I can decide after.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
As long as you specify what you're doing as you roll the dice, it's like, oh yeah, so this is my sword. It's got 3 attacks, strength 4.
Okay, I'm just wondering if I could attack you and then decide on the action after the attack roll has gone through.
Yeah, no, it appears, from what I can tell, that every action you decide before the next action.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't have to say my 2 actions are move here and then attack.
Okay, it's just obviously
Which is what some games do.
As you well know in 40k, you can waste a lot of shots by pointing it at the same miniature, and then that's okay.
The only limitation is that you have to put all the attacks from that action on one character.
Okay.
So you can't like spin around whirling your axe and say one attack on him, one attack on him, one attack on him.
Yeah, it's not so much a multi-attack; it's still
It's just
single
like
point.
you literally hit that guy with your axe, and all that damage is done.
Okay.
So you could hit like I could hit your wound 8 guy with this fella here who's got 2 attacks. I could buff him up to get 3 attacks, hit you and get 3 6s and cause 24 damage.
Right, like
and
an insta-kill.
He just becomes
Jam
on the floor.
But all those wounds over are just wasted.
Nah, yeah, they're not passed around as love.
Unfortunately.
His bits are, like bits of hands and stuff are.
How very chaos of you.
So as far as moving goes, you've got your move value.
Okay, yep.
You can move normally across the table.
Yep.
You know, you can climb up. It costs you the inches.
Okay.
You can climb anything.
Okay.
Okay. Seems a bit daft for this guy without any hands, but he must have rocket pads. in his
I
feet.
don't know. That big hammer looks like, and he's got some biceps.
He has. Just his head, I think. So you can climb up. That costs you the move. You can move across platforms. That costs you the move. You can-
Okay, so it's nothing to do with like ladders and stairs.
No. The one cool thing you can do is you can jump as far as you like, as long as you've got the move.
And is there any kind of rolls based off that? Or?
No. So this guy could start here.
Yeah.
There could be a guy here. So rather than going, I'm going down here, you can be like, right, he's just going to leap off here, somersault over, land behind you, and smack you in the back. When actually, in game terms, it's down.
It's very dynamic. Then.
Yeah, you've got the dynamite. So going down for a person who's got feet and stuff, this will make more sense when I explain it afterwards, is free. You can jump off something for free.
Yeah.
You only measure the distance you go rather than the fall. But if you do fall more than 3 inches, you take damage, like in Old Necromunda.
Okay, yeah. So if I, say for example, leapt off that, I'm not walking away from that laughing.
No, not at all.
One would hope.
One
For
would.
realism, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you might hit the bell on the way down and end up with a ringing in your ears.
Because that would look pretty cool.
If you are a flyer, now we don't have any, but I think the crows do. The cable Corvus Cabal.
Corvus Cabal. There's that
So-
gentleman with the wing.
Yeah. So if you're flyer, it costs you to move upwards. That's climbing. So we'll just take 2. So if you're a flyer,
Okay.
perfect. Then it doesn't cost you to move up. Move up as far as you like.
I see. So say, for example, if I was here, but I was a flyer, that's still just 2 inch to get up there, rather than all of that.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. But if you want to go down, then it costs you the move.
Yeah, okay.
So you can go up as far as you like, but then down is
Sorry.
Sean at the back.
Yeah, I've just seen Sean's facial expressions to these rules.
He's probably just confused as to like what he's doing in his life.
No, just said it costs you to go down.
He wouldn't even be able to get that joke.
Anyway,
So so to go up is free.
yeah.
To move horizontally is whatever movement, and then to go down something, it costs you how far you go down. If, for instance, you get halfway down and run out of movement, you fall the rest of the way.
Ah, so it is like...
So you don't hover, you go flutter, hover, movement, and end up with a splattered corpse on the floor. Like that crow outside, or pigeon, whatever it is we've got on our road.
I've lost many miniatures in Necromunda
Yeah.
to just that. But
And wobbly model syndrome.
Dark matters, but couldn't a fly just glide?
I think he's... yeah.
I think what happens is his wings only move when he's got movement allowance. As soon as he runs out of movement allowance, his muscles
It
seize
must
up.
be really tiring to flap your arms. As a man, having to flap giant wings to slow yourself down must be
I mean,
impeccably tiring.
those things have got wings. Those dinosaurs, whatever they're called,
I bet it's
and the
just,
harpies.
I bet
so-
it's very tiring though to flap
But
wings.
yeah, I think like it does signify the fact that it must be tiring to like carry a humanoid body.
Like, to be fair, there's points in my life where I don't feel like walking anymore, but mechanically I should be able to because I have legs.
Yeah,
And I think that's the same thing as having wings.
and like I just think like I shouldn't think anymore, but I haven't got a brain.
Okay.
You know. So that is the movios.
Okay.
So you've got normal move. You've got basically if you want to charge, you just move forward.
Okay, there's no declaring charges.
There's no. You
There's
just
no
go.
charge.
Oh, you're over there. I'm going to move towards you. I get within 1 inch, which is my weapon range,
Yeah.
and I wallop you.
Okay.
As my second action.
So I can see what everybody was saying about it being very simplified.
It is simplified, but in the same sense, it is the same as it always used to be anyway. Because what basically happened was, you declared the charge, which meant you could go within 1 inch of an enemy.
Mm.
Now you just go. I was going to move there.
Okay.
They just cut out the whole. And now you declare a charge, and then you do this. And just like and move up to him, mate, and then you can hit him. So,
Okay, right.
Do you remember the disengage?
Yep, you have to end your move 3 inches further away from the enemy.
And do I have to use an action to declare a disengage
So, yeah,
and then get my
disengage
movement?
is a movement action,
Okay.
and you have to finish more than 3 inches away from an enemy. So you can't use disengage to go from one guy to another in a movement action.
I see, so I've got to kind of get away from all enemies.
Yeah,
And if I'm surrounded, I just can't.
yeah,
Okay.
because you can't move through other models.
Matt, Sean has just pointed out in the rule book the vertical distance does not count, not even going downwards. The only time going downwards count is the falling
It
distance.
does count for flyers. You can use words if you want. You're not a mute.
This is on page 42. It's got flying.
Would it be a gain from GW if we didn't spend the time staring at rulebooks?
Blow roll mine's tackle zones. Jack, with your disengage as well,
Yeah.
you just make a normal move action up to 3 inches in any direction. So you move
No, up
just
to
3
three in any direction.
Yeah,
I thought
it's just-
that's
No, it's
I must
just
have misread
pretty
that.
much your disengage is you can only move 3 inches in any direction, but you've got to be an inch away from an enemy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's the same idea then, really. If we're surrounded, I've effed it.
Yeah, pretty much you can't disengage. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you so far. Like I say, the rules seem very simplified.
Yeah.
So where did I read that bit then?
I
You
believe
got mistaken because it says with falling, you're counting the 3 inches or above. You take the fall damage. That's probably why that's the only
But
time the vertical.
I'm sure I
takes
read
into
it and it
account.
said if your flyer finishes like mid-air, it then falls to the ground.
No, the model can't finish in mid-air. That's what it's saying, but it's obvious it won't finish mid-air. This was a conversation we were having last week.
So basically, flyers you just move in a straight line across the battlefield with no terrain. Basically, like all flyers.
Yeah, I think the idea that you were getting at is that you can't stop mid-air because obviously that would be
Stupid,
really,
because you'd be taking the
really
full damage.
janky to just be like, I stop this way halfway up so nobody can hit me.
Yeah, but
So
then
if you had an
if
army-
you stop it in midway though, you would have to take that's end of movement. I'm taking that full damage now.
So you can move 3 inches in a direction and must finish 1 inch away from an enemy fighter.
Okay, yeah.
If it's impossible, you can't do it.
Okay.
For disengage. So
Okay, yeah.
I was completely wrong.
No, that's fine. Like I say, you know too many systems.
Right, so that's the basics, and that's more or less how it works.
Okay.
So to set up, we roll the dice. Highest person, lowest person sets up one model,
Okay.
and then we alternate.
I got 6. You to go.
So I set up. I'm going to set up this guy in the middle. You can
Is
set
it-
up 8 inches in
8 inches in.
on this scenario.
Oh, okay. Wow, you put your biggest guy looking to get right involved.
Mm-hmm.
Crikey.
I always start with the big boy.
You've never changed. Right, so let's. That would be 8.
There's some pretty cool things you can. I've found a lot of cool
Let's. Is there any restriction?
synergies with these guys. They've got a lot of abilities that kick off each other.
Okay, is there any restrictions as into how close I can put my miniatures, or can I literally just put a bulk in the corner? Not that I'm
no,
going
you
in
to.
the corner. There's
Put
no
a bulk in the
command
corner if you want,
clearance or
or-
anything like that. This is probably
Where's the
the
other one gone? We had 2 earlier. Did you leave it over there, Josh?
Probably. This is probably actually the only game as well where that roller is pretty much all you need.
Are you looking in the right place? Because it was on that table.
I'm at this table. I could just have a look behind.
They were both on that table earlier.
Hey,
Right.
thank you very much, Josh. Very kind.
That's okay. How do you try?
Yeah, he does. Twice hard, but twice hard. I'm going to put my dwarf up here. Wow, my dwarf.
My dwarf. Doop. Because you have less miniatures than me, does it mean that you get initiative?
We should technically have the same amount.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of who sets up first, it still comes down to rolling the dice for initiative.
I have 9. How many do you have?
Yeah, wait, don't I?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe a lot of the like different levels. I'll put this chap with the giant harpoon up here.
I can't hear you. Going to speak up louder.
You've got to speak with proper words, Sean.
I am good.
You're whispering.
Yeah.
You sound like my wife at the minute.
You're a shy guy, aren't you?
You don't want your wife to know you're here, is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's it.
Don't worry, Tom's not in chat.
He's good.
Looks like we've
Yeah.
got Keith though.
He looks the most menacing. I feel like I've got like 3 of these like juves that look like cannon fodder
So
for the
I have
absolute
those as
steam
well.
train.
I have cannon fodder Jews. But mine look like legionnaires.
Yeah. Have you seen the conversions I made online where they've changed all the heads of those?
They give them like garden heads.
No, they gave them they're like horned chaos heads, and can you remember? It's the Ogre Kingdom's cannon head, and it's that like big grilled mask, and he put it on the like Ogre Breacher. It's
Okay.
really good.
I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look up some conversions.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like these days everybody just converts everything, don't they?
Well, it seems to be the thing though, isn't it? I've got models are converted.
Yeah, I think sometimes the base kits are just a bit boring.
There'll be that one thing that will be boring on it, won't it? Like the heads or...
Yeah,
Probably do.
100%.
I mean, I was doing some Stormcast, build them up, and it was the Evocators. And the staff heads were pretty dull.
Hmm.
Yet the two-handed staff heads were pretty decent looking as well. So I thought, well, I might as well just swap them over. Not my magic version, but it made the model swap out mod.
Yeah, like I say, well, I've been very well known for a long time that I do a lot of converting because I think you can make a lot of interesting miniatures out of just the bits of these guys, and you can repurpose stuff, which I enjoy that more about the hobby than pretty much anything else.
Seeing one guy on Facebook forums is actually, because you can use Stormcast in this, he's actually just converted the Hunters and the Vanguard lot into his own little models.
Oh, okay.
So they all got spears and different weapons, just to look a lot different from the norm you get.
Yeah, I think the last one is somebody was hoping that the Gloomspite gits that have come, like the goblins, really, the goblins. I think he converted a bunch of trolls, hoping that the trolls were going to be in this, and then they just weren't, unfortunately. But he had done a bunch of really interesting stuff. Like the new troll kit that came out, and then the really big troll kit that came out. Like he'd I don't know whether it's that bell or one of the other bells, but he'd basically just replaced the head of the club with a bell, and it just looked really good. He'd obviously done quite a lot of green stuff work, and then I think they announced the trolls are not in this. But you can still use them in Age of Sigmar, sure.
Well, you probably would do then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I just think it seems like there's really big overpowered miniatures in here, and then you can't have some other big overpowered miniatures, which kind of seems strange to me.
They're not, they?
Yeah, I think each team kind of has like one real big powerhouse, but I can't see why.
In the rule books, though, it shows you all the different types of models you can have.
Yeah.
And they get big. Looking in the rule book. So you've noticed that as well, haven't you?
Did I?
Well, you did. You've probably forgotten now.
So, after you've set up, like we have,
Yes, indeed.
you've got yourself 6 dice.
6 dice.
Then
Okay.
you roll those 6 dice. What you're doing is you're going to group any doubles, triples, or quads together, and then any singles you put to one side.
Okay. I have got a double 3. No. You've triple 3s. Sorry, triple 4s.
Triple 4s and double 2.
And a
that
single
I've
1.
just rolled, and a single 1. So these doubles and quads and stuff are your specials that you use to do these abilities.
Okay. I probably should have been reading this.
Right. So for you, you've got a double, which means you can do one double ability during your turn. If you had 2 double things, you could do 2 doubles. Obviously, you can. If you had a quad, you could use that as a double if you wanted, or a triple.
Okay.
During your activation, but you couldn't actually use it as 2 doubles.
Okay. Quick question about that, because I know we mentioned that each model basically has 2 activations. Is this one of the activations to this ability,
not.
or is it just basically
So
a free thing?
you can do it before your first activation. You can do it after your first activation,
Okay.
or after your second activation. It's completely free because it costs you the initiative dice to actually carry it out.
Okay.
So these dice are your initiative dice. This is what's going to decide who goes first.
I see. So it's beneficial to have more odds so that you go first, but at the same time, I don't have as many activation stuff like yourself.
Yeah.
So you're going to take a beating in the first thing, but then you have more specials to counteract it, so to speak. Okay, that levels out things out a little bit easier.
Now, what we do in this second phase activation of the initiative phase, you have priority at the minute.
Okay.
We get a special dice, a wild dice,
Okay.
like a wild card, and I give you one,
Okay.
and I take one. The person with the initiative decides whether they would like to use this wild dice to change any result. Now, by saying that, to change the result, I mean put a 1 there to give me an extra double, or to put a 4 there to give me a quad.
And
in your case, take one of your many successful activations and make it into a double.
And I can choose any side of the dice?
Any side, you don't have to roll it, you just pick what number you want and
okay, I will take these ones.
Maybe not.
No? Why would that be a bad thing?
Because some of your abilities rely upon certain numbers on the dice.
I see.
Some of them, for example, I've got one that says take your whatever it is, quad, whatever it is, and deal the amount of damage as per on one of those dice, the number you've got. So if you've got quad 6s, deal 6 damage to all models within 6 inches. Others are when you've done a ball charge or something, deal that much damage to the model you've just moved into contact with.
Okay, yeah.
So a double 5 would be a better for that scenario, wouldn't it?
Yeah, certainly. I'm just trying to have a look
There's
on...
also a quad at the end of yours.
Yeah.
Was it Whirlwind of Death?
Unleash the Beast.
Unleash the Beast, which gives you plus X attacks and plus X strength, depending on what quad you rolled.
Yeah, I'm certainly seeing that, yeah.
So
I'm looking at the double stuff, and based off the double stuff, I don't think there's anything off the double stuff that relies on the dice itself. But realistically, I've got a 5, a 4 and a 2, so even if you put a 6 down, I've still got initiative.
yeah, so you could burn one of them to make another double.
I could burn the 5.
What you could do, another option you've got is to save it until next turn.
And then have I got 2 wild
Then you
dice?
have 2 wild dice. Entirely your choice.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, based off my cursory knowledge of the game, I'm going to add a free to my already to make a triple, just because looking at some of these triple moves, they look really good. And considering I'm starting, I feel like if I can use a triple kind of to start the game, it would give me some kind of early advantage. So that is what I believe I'm going to do. If I'm wrong, the viewers are about to
find out.
Yes, very much so.
I am going to use mine to make that a triple.
Okay, and at the start of every round, do we roll the same 6 again?
Yes.
Oh, okay, right.
So if you haven't used any,
so it
all resets.
Use them or lose them. So
Yeah.
really, it pays to constantly use these dice and be using. Okay, so it adds.
It involves a little bit of planning as well. So the only exception to the you can only use one ability per character.
Yep.
Is when you get down to your last man.
Yes.
That last man can use anything he wishes on these cards that he has the symbol for.
So if, for say example, you had 3 doubles, it could all be used on that same last guy.
Yeah, you could be like, this double to give me +1 attack, this double to give me +1 whatever, this double just lets me go ape shit on you.
So realistically...
Sorry, did you say you can't use the wild dice in the next turn?
No, actually, you store it up and use it in the next turn.
He said you put it in the pool.
So that was an unnecessary instruction.
Wow! Sorry, just when he said use it or lose it, I got a little bit...
So realistically...
use it or lose it for the abilities.
Yeah. It's a strategy then to save your dice until the last guy, because then you could make your most powerful fighter really incredible.
So like, I mean, if you think he's going to be your last man standing, there's not a lot of point in wasting your doubles trying to get somebody on 1 or 2 health to make a small attack. You might as well just save it all up, and then when that guy's last, just go and just kill.
So for a fairly simple game, there is actually quite a lot of tactics involved in this.
Yeah, there is.
I'm seeing that now.
It normally does end up with a massive brawl as well, which is fun.
I'm getting that, considering I can see a lot of ranged on my side. I cannot see a lot of ranged on your side.
No, I've got one person who's got 3 inches.
So I'm guessing we're just going to make a meat grinder, and it looks like your chaps do really well in a meat grinder.
Kind of.
Right, I'm excited.
It's going to be fun. I mean, I won the last game
with
these
guys.
These.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen...
Absolutely annihilated these guys.
And from what I'm looking at is, I have speed and you have endurance, is what I'm looking at.
Very much endurance, yeah. A lot of endurance.
You can take hits, but from the looks of it, I've got a lot more mobility.
Yeah.
And I won't lie, I never really choose mobility over endurance. But, again,
It's a new way of playing.
Very much so, yeah. I want to see how these chaps do.
Right, so you've got the initiative. So you set the first activation. So what you're looking at is whichever character you want to move.
Okay.
Or whatever you want to do with them.
Okay.
There is one more thing I've not told you, and that is the weight ability. You may, rather than taking a attack or move action with somebody, put them in weight, which is basically Overwatch. And it means you put them off until you decide. So, for instance, you could say, I'm not sure I want to advance towards all those guys, but I want to see what he does first before I fire my weapons that can shoot. So I'm going to put my little guy in wait, which means he is being passed over until I decide to activate him again.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we both could do that.
For the entire match?
For the entire match.
Okay.
And then everyone ends up on wait, and then somebody's got to make a decision. So yeah, that's one option for you, is to go into wait with somebody to make me go.
Okay, right. So I think... So as I assume the order, I choose a fighter, you choose a fighter, I choose a fighter. Yeah, okay, I get that.
Unless you use the leader ability on your universal ability card, which costs you a triple, inspiring presence. Pick a friendly fighter that is not activated yet on this battlefield round, and that is within 6 inches of this fighter. you can activate that fighter immediately after the activation of this fighter ends.
So I basically get a double move out of that.
Yeah. And then, if you look at the ability for your whip girl,
Yep.
which technically shouldn't have been placed where she was placed, she's got an ability to activate the lion.
So she should be a lot closer to the line.
I think it's 4 inches. So you send the lion in to make its attack.
Yeah.
Then you activate your leader, who puts her activation on. All this is ability dice, of course.
Okay.
So that would be activate the lion, do his attacks. Then your leader does his triple, activates her at the end of his move. He then does his stuff. Then she comes in with a ranged weapon and an ability to activate the lion again. The lion attacks again, and then she does her 2 attacks, and you can actually punch a massive hole through the centre of these guys.
Ah, I see. Right.
But for the purposes of the game and learning it, that's proper gamey.
Yeah, that seems very pro-mechanic.
That's something that I found out after a few turns of doing it. I was like, oh. But then as soon as you lose one of that chain, the whole thing breaks down.
Okay.
It's a bit like Malifaux in the way that things synergise, and once you lose the synergy, you're kind of stuck. But then they've brought in the universal abilities because of that, I believe. Because they've gone, well, if these guys die, then we need some random stuff. So that's something to bear in mind, that your leader can use a triple to inspire people beside him.
Okay, I think I'm going to activate this chap first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to move him 4 inches of that away, right out onto this precarious ledge.
Which you're allowed to do, so long as your model can stand on it.
Okay, and I believe I am base
In
to
range.
base. I'm within 8 inches. So I would like to make my harpoon attack.
So you're going to harpoon me.
I'm going to try and harpoon you.
So the harpoon is 2 dice.
2 dice because of the 2 dice next to the sword.
Yeah.
And then what is the toughness of your chap?
So my toughness of my chap is 4.
So strength 4, toughness 4. So I'm rolling on 4s to wound, or is it just 4s to hit?
4s to wound.
Oh, okay.
The hit roll and wound roll is the same dice roll now.
Oh, I see. So I got
You
one.
were lucky enough to get a 6.
To have a critical.
To have a critical. That critical causes me to take
5 damage.
5 damage. So I get a 5 wound counter and place it on my card for that guy.
Okay, so he takes a harpoon to the chest, and it is your turn.
That is quite a big harpoon to the chest as well.
Yeah, that is a very long harpoon.
We've got from Keith, the last dude can go full John Wick.
Yes, the last dude just go full John Wick.
And then we've also got from Drake here, parkour! From your guy running on the wall.
He's parkouring.
He's
Harpy
precarious.
Man does whatever Harpy can.
I mean, I would not want to be hit by that harpoon.
No.
That is a very... But I'm sure I'm about to see a bunch of blokes with hammers cave my skull in.
Right, so... Time to get ready.
Father.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I'm gonna... do I move forward and entice you into a brawl? Move this guy up and over there
Oh, you're enticing me, Matt.
to there.
Consider me increasingly enticed.
I'm going to pop my triple.
Oh, go on, what are we doing?
So my triple now, that guy plants his standard in the floor, and now everybody within 6 inches has increases their toughness by 1.
That's
As I stand defiant.
pretty much your whole warband then.
So yeah, my whole warband has now got toughness plus 1.
Because you needed more toughness. I mean, if I'm being honest with
I
you.
think my leader's probably not.
No,
He's just over. If I'd stayed there, he would have been.
Can I just interrupt? Yes,
No.
I know it's unnecessary. Falling off terrain.
Yep.
When an attack action targets an enemy fighter that is half an inch off an edge of a platform,
Off an edge or within an edge?
within half
So you said
of the edge of a platform that is open, i.e. the edge that is not enclosed by an obstacle such as wall, and scores a critical hit, the target fighter of that attack must take a falling test after the attack action has been resolved. To do so,
what's the dice roll?
the player controlling that fighter rolls a dice. On a 1, the fighter is said to have fallen.
Right, you are.
Because I didn't get one. A miracle for me.
So, by that concept, if I get a critical while you're on a ledge, you might fall off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this really is old school Necromunda, isn't
Lol.
it? Then, yeah. Go on then. Is that all you do? Just stand up there so defiantly?
I'm going to do weight for my next action.
Ah, well. How very defiant.
He's
is
not
it?
even brought the counters over. Josh!
Yes, I have brought the counters over.
No, you haven't.
Are these the counters?
Jack, by your phone.
Yeah. Are these counters?
That's the one I'm looking for, Jack.
Oh, okay.
You didn't set them up on both sides, though. I think I need to conduct some training.
Staff training.
Staff training. How to... Because he did the same little thing last week, which ended up with me spilling paint on a table. Because he put the painting table in the wrong place.
I feel like if we do staff training, we'll have to bring in the complaints box.
Right, so he's going to go weight, which means the same as that one activation he's got left until the end.
Okay. I'm wondering what other range moves I have.
And I'll signify it with a number 1. Number 1. There.
And until the end of the round, I can't activate the same fighter again, can I?
No.
So what I'll do...
What you would normally do is you'd put that on his card,
Okay.
but I couldn't be asked to...
What I'll do for all those Magic the Gathering fans out there is
Just
I'll
flip
turn
it.
him to activator.
That's what we do that normally.
That seems like it works so much. I
Rather
mean,
than putting that beside each model.
I like what they're doing with the tokens in Games Workshop, but I feel like they're taking...
What are you laughing at?
Did someone just
Oh,
knock on the
Keith.
door?
No, that was me just laughing. Keith has put, Matt wasn't planning that at all, and Keith's put, goddamn work wife, saying that to me. Because you're saying how I didn't get the weight taken out, but I did know over there.
I know. You just didn't put them either side of the table.
No, I just did make things easy for you.
You should have. You should have.
I know how you struggle, I'm sorry, I should know better.
I have a hard life as it is, without you interfering with it.
Been interrupting all the time, sorry.
It's like having 2 wives.
What do you mean it's like?
No, I've just knocked all my dice over. It was quad 4s, wasn't it?
Triple fours.
I was going to say, it was triple fours, Matt. Don't...
It was...
Let's not try these games just because...
tactic.
Let's not try these games just because I'm new at it.
5 4s.
Behave yourself. I will extend this on for ages. I will activate this chaperoo here. I will move him 4 inches, so he's sat at the bottom of these stairs, and I will take the wait action so he can basically wait till somebody comes. And I got one of those little wait tokens.
This could get messy.
It could. We're just going to do all the waits, aren't we?
Until somebody comes.
Activate!
Activate. One might say you're weight training.
Some days, Josh, I wonder how you keep your employment. And on days like this, I don't wonder.
Because I work for free, that's why.
I mean, that harpoon to the chest scared him a little bit, so my leader's going to activate. And he is going to move...
He does not look that scared, I'll be honest. He looks like he's laughing this off.
You think though, with a hammer that big though, he'll be able to walk up to that wall, whack the wall, and just have you fall down.
I think the slightest gust of wind could knock me off that bleeding wall.
He's going to run over here and look at you through the window.
Right. We really are just... You're making a huddle in the corner, and I'm making a huddle this corner, and one of us eventually just going to have to run into each other. Why have you got my ruler?
You gave it to me, you must have. That's the only logical explanation.
I like to be polite to you, Matt, while I'm in your shop. So what I'll do with that then is this lady here.
I bet you do like that lady because she's really good.
Sorry?
She's really good, is that lady?
Yeah, she looks very useful.
I'm not surprised with an 8-inch range.
She's got a 4-inch range?
No, she's got a 4-incher.
Oh,
The chap with the harpoon with the
Right,
8-inch.
You don't need no magnifying glass for his 8-incher.
You've been waiting to make that joke all night, haven't you?
All day, mate.
It's not like he's made a joke of every game he's played.
So I'm going to move her 10 inches and basically get her up.
See, what I'm doing is I'm lulling you into a false sense of this is where I'm going to go. And the next move is like everyone just runs across to this side of the table and you're like, oh no!
Get ready, stream. If you wanted to watch Carry On Dancing in their Warcry format, we'll run to that side, and now that side, and now that side. Get ready for the first 4-hour game of Warcry, where not a single kill happens.
Sounds like our game, that.
Go on, Matt, you know you want to be first.
I always want to be your first.
Thanks for saying that in such a soft tone. It didn't make it creepy at all. Another weight action, lovely.
Indeed.
Why wouldn't you? Is what I'm saying.
I know. Why? Why would you not wait? I mean, he's been doing a lot of weight training, so he's quite good at it.
Okay. I will activate my lion.
A lion!
Get him up here. Can I have a weight token?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure why I took a weight token, but okay.
Because I'm going to make my lion wait. Is that a strange move?
He's going to lie in wait.
You could have literally made contact and killed something.
I could make contact and kill something?
Got move 8.
Yeah. But that's your biggest guy, I assume, with your highest toughness as well as your most thing. What fucking mind games do you think you're playing here? That I don't see the giant roided head guy, and I'm just thinking, oh, he's probably his weakest guy.
If you
Those are gym muscles. Behave
yeah,
yourself.
got 4 attacks and you can cause 20 damage.
And how many hit points have you got, Matt?
Only 30.
Matt, Drake says cats like to climb. Leave it be.
Go on, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
It's
They also like to stretch to shred your curtains.
He's just trying to get in my head, everybody. Don't you worry.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just run what I believe is my most damaging unit into your most damaging unit.
So, what I'm going to do is...
Has Matt told you about jumping?
Jumping.
I did tell you about jumping.
He advised me about jumping.
He's going to come out of here.
What happens when none of us have met after we've done all the weights?
When one of us meets.
So this is a very boring game.
I do apologise for this, everyone. I never said that I was a particularly very aggressive player. And now, are you going to be an aggressive player and come up to the tiger?
Right, so out of those 5, up to the top is 8.
We're just encroaching on each other until we're all stood 2 inches away from each other going, no, you do something, no, you do something. That's the game, everybody. I'm glad you all tuned
It's like
in.
chat in the street.
Yeah.
You make a move and I'll punch you out, dickhead.
Yeah.
No, you make a move, I'll punch you out, dickhead.
You are glad these 2 inches are here, or you would be in some serious pain. No,
I'm on White Hospital. I'll be digging up your grave right now.
you sound like this is getting something you've been here before. Can I take yet another weight token?
I might need to punch some more weight tokens out.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is where this game's going. Go right ahead.
I think you're rough at the minute, aren't we?
Wait for it.
I feel like one of us is eventually going to have to touch.
We'll all touch tips soon, don't
Yeah, again,
we? We will touch tips soon.
there's no sexual harassment in the Bastion. Not anymore. We've stopped.
Not after the incident.
Yeah, we've stopped that. 2017 wasn't a good year.
Let's realise we've got one of those signs. in the back, accident free.
Yeah, accident free for this meme. That's why I've come back. I want to get that sign down to 0 again. Come on, mate. Move around bridge. Get around bridge. Get a whip in somewhere. I bring some lads in. We just kick the party right off. Do it, mate. Do it.
Oh, he's measuring. He might be doing something now. That's when he realised he's already activated that player.
For the ladies and gentlemen at home, I think I'm going to actually just attack now. we're going to spend all evening dancing around each other. So, for 5 inches, can he get up? No, he can't get up for 5 inches, can he? Oh.
He'd have to go up the side here. He couldn't just jump up.
Mate, have you seen his glutes?
You can jump across, but you can't just jump up.
Have you seen his glutes?
His glutes.
Yeah, look at that guy's glutes. He can jump that distance.
What's a glute?
I believe the glute is your ass.
In that case, I could jump that distance. I've got an awesome arse. It's the only reason my wife actually married me was my awesome arse.
This is where we've
Sure, it wasn't for your hair.
This is where we've gone with this content. I'm glad you're here today.
So which one of you guys are going to charge forward to get killed?
When you say it like that, why would I do it? When you say it like that, why would I ever? I am going to move this chap here, and I believe they have a 5-inch. Christ, these Jews can move. Whoop. And I'll take a weight token if you don't mind. One of us has got to run forward and die first. And why should it be...
he was going to do an attack, and I just
because I thought I could reach, and I thought I could actually do something, and at this point I can't. All I'm saying is one of us has got to run forward first and actually do some fighting.
Drake, mate, has got Matt. He goes, awesome ass. Matt owns a donkey.
It's happened, everyone.
It's happened.
Fighting has begun. Do I swing after you swing at me?
The first punch has been swung. So, I am strength 3, 3 attacks. You are toughness
3.
So, I'm really going forward, my friend.
Ones.
A critical,
Booyaka.
which is 3 damage and a single damage as well. So, 4 damage in total.
4 damage in total. Do I swing back now?
You may if you wish.
Yeah, as if I'm going to go now.
I mean, you don't have to. It costs your weight token.
There's no retaliation.
What's the weight token?
There's no like retaliatory combat. It's just your activation now.
Okay, I'll use my weight token to swing back because again, this has been boring for 20 minutes and I really want people to watch.
It's not being tactical.
No, we're going to 20 minutes.
That's a cock dice.
Okay.
It's been manoeuvring around the bedroom with your tights down by your ankles.
5.
Another 5, so that's 1 point.
You take 1 point of damage. Yep.
This is.
So now do I move my fighter after doing that, or is it your turn now?
So that fight is done. No, that's yours done now because you used that weight action.
Okay, so is that how it works? That if I use the weight action,
It still counts as one of the activations.
So it's your activation.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
You're just increasing the amount of activations there because you're passing off weight actions.
Okay, yeah, I'm picking it up now. Go on. Your dwarf looks keen. Get him down there.
He's got 3 inches.
Hey, can't all be big, mate.
So he is going to... It literally is 5 to get to. He's just going to jump that gap and land here.
How can he jump that gap? Gimli couldn't jump that gap, neither can he.
He does get tossed off by an elf.
Wait, what?
He tossed him off.
I'm glad this is after 8 o'clock and we've gone into Last Bastion XXX. The premium wargaming channel.
Oh, you found our private website then?
Josh, who do you think hosts it at this point? I've done nothing else for Last Bastion for a long time, but I host the XXX channel. I feel like I'm going to have a bunch of weight actions that I can't use because we're all really far away from each other at the end of this turn.
Well, no, you can still use the weight action to do another move though, can't you?
I see. Rather than just do that, I feel like I'm going to actually do some things. In the context of I'm going to move my leader chap over here. Get him ready. Look at him. He's ready on them stairs.
Is that a weight action?
No, he moved 7 inches, so he moved over his move.
I am going to pop this ability. I'm going to
Okay.
use Living Battering Ram,
Right.
which is on my big guy down here.
Okay.
And he's going to climb up the wall
Hello, friend.
to there. Then choose you as my target and deal 4 damage.
Okay.
So you take 4 damage from me headbutting you as I come into range. That's what that was.
Okay.
The number on that dice is dealt to you.
Right. Can I have some more wounds? Because I've only got a 3 and I don't have any 1s.
Flip the 3s. You can have more wounds whenever you like.
No,
it's fine.
I've always said you smart. Well, I'll use the activation now on the lion to
bomb the shit out of my big guy.
let's see how
With
good.
his massive boot.
Let's see how good my people are. So, what is your toughness?
Alright, my toughness is 6.
So on 5s. 1. So you take 2 damage.
2 damage. Feel wounded. That was funny in my head. Then it is moi.
Indeed. So you're going to leap off like a champ.
He can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Because he'll hit the wall as he leaps. He's only got move 4, so his base will finish there, and he'll just go break his leg as he falls down the
250 quid though, mate, if we get that in. You've been framed.
Oh, right, yeah, true. Should we film it? Get camera out, guys. Instead, he's going to go
Are we filming this?
double move. He's going to jump there and then jump. He's going to jump to there, then jump through that gap to there. So
You guys are like
parkour.
for people in giant armour. You're doing like a Cirque du Soleil show, like for like the craziest armour in the world. You guys are just throwing yourselves everywhere.
It's still within range, good. That's his move done.
It's like Matt's using a slam again.
It gives me the image of like the whole Japanese. Is it Japanese with all the kind of wires?
Yeah.
And they're just like running through the air, and you're just like.
Oh, like Crouching Tiger.
Yeah, and just like
stuff.
and just running through the air, and then like, oh!
Thankfully,
That's what I get. Just imagine him doing just then.
Thankfully, considering most of the scenery is under the 3-inch height, you've not really got to worry about full damage as much.
So I will
That's handy.
I will use my freeze.
I noticed games make every level 3 inches in every game.
I will use my freeze to use the harpoon snag attack on that chap.
Are you?
Against that chap.
So
So I use 1 attack
Mhm.
with dice 6. So that hits
Ooh,
and does a
critical.
critical. So you take 5
It's only
damage.
1 attack dice.
Yeah, it says the fighter makes a bonus attack action. So bonus attack action, does that mean I use both the attacks? Ah, I see. And that's a natty 1.
Okay, a natty 1.
I got a 6 though.
So the 6 is 5.
5 damage, and you make a voluntary move action in the direction of me.
It's half that dice. Rounding up.
Make towards as if they were jumping a number of inches equal to the value of this ability. Yeah, so 3.
Equal to the value. Ah, that's another inch.
Precarious. And because I got a 6, do you now need to roll if you're going to fall?
I do. It's fine.
Ooh. Ooh
It's
la
all
la.
right. It's all right, mate. He's like, what the hell harpooned me and dragged me.
This guy is
Kicking and
doing all my
screaming
work.
towards you.
Hopefully, if he can just run around the map and throw harpoons, I'll be fine.
So Bannerbearer is still to go for his action. You've run a guy in there. She is going to whip the guy beneath her.
Okay.
So she has 4 attacks, dealing 1/2. Strength 4. I believe I toughness 3, yeah? I got crit and 2 4s, so that is 2, 3, 4 damage.
4 damage, okay.
It's not a massive amount, but it's enough, I reckon.
Yeah, I believe it's enough to kill that one guy.
Drake now, after he did the harpoon and drag, he said, "All together now.
Get over here! Get over here!
So with
with it's the French version.
with 4 damage, it's first blood.
We got any? What the fuck?
You killed her. You did 4 damage with that
You're
chap.
over 8, aren't they?
Yeah, they're only 8. Yeah, the new bloods.
Yeah,
How much damage did he do to you?
He did 4 with the whip lady, and then the chap with the hammers there did 4 as well. So
my legionnaire. Oh, they are French. They are legionnaires. A legionnaire.
is it that moment where you're so tired you start to do accents?
Yes, it is a lovely day to be a accented man.
Did you spend an entire game just doing an accent?
Yes, we play Blood Bowl in French.
That was it. Yeah.
I feel I need to get the impeto. Ooh. Do the honours, good sir, if you've got any Vimtos left.
Oh, you like me to go for it? Oh, right, sorry.
I might go actually, because that is a accent! I'm just sitting in my own fart.
Just a guest of the show, but
You want anything, Jack?
Poor Jack, I mean, he'll never come back again.
you said that last time. I will activate this little chap.
Have you got any plug-in you want to do today for your company?
Any plugin? What, for PlusNet?
Yeah.
No, not particularly.
You don't want to shout it from the rooftops?
I just work there, Matt. I just work at PlusNet.
Oh. Have you met that guy?
Which guy?
The guy who advertises.
PlusNet Joe? Yes, multiple times. He's not as fun as he seems.
Yeah,
He's just a man who comes in and then you quickly realise he's just a guy who plays somebody on TV. It's not like we meet fucking Will Smith. It's just a guy who wears a plaid shirt.
Oh, I thought he was like a proper guy in the company.
No, he's just an actor and he's also a comedian, and when he does comedy shows in Sheffield, they genuinely send a company representative to go down and watch his comedy shows in case he talks about PlusNet. And apparently he does really like blue jokes. He does a lot of like really on the nose jokes. But we pay somebody to go and watch his comedy show, so he doesn't like make PlusNet jokes. And apparently he never does.
I bet they enjoy that.
I can't think of a better thing than if somebody said to me, do you know tomorrow don't come in, but at like 8 o'clock sit through this comedy show and make sure nobody says anything, and make sure he doesn't say anything about PlusNet.
What would you do? Would you just stand up and punch him?
I feel like we'd just like
I agree with him.
Harpoon him from the back.
you'd probably just mark it down, go back, and then we'd send him a snotty email and he wouldn't be in any of our commercials again. As much as the cool bit would be like, yeah, I start throwing punches at him, but no, that's not.
I went up, I ripped his tongue out of his head, wrapped it around his eyeballs.
Unfortunately, but no.
And sewed his nose shut.
The world of PlusNet is not that entertaining, so no,
Damn.
I have nothing to plug from my day job.
Fair enough. I mean, am I allowed to plug anything?
Plug all you like, Matt. That's why I'm.
So, I'm representing Last Bastion, a little wargaming.
Do you know those guys?
I'm actually really good friends with the owner.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a lovely chap, really nice to talk to.
Okay.
Never insults anybody, especially his customers. And he loves drinking Vimto, so yeah, he's a great guy.
Right, yeah. Can I plug my painting,
Never know you
painting service? Matt Ray's painting service.
Oh, Matt Ray's painting
I'm
service,
a huge supporter. Again,
Yeah.
know the guy really well.
Bastion Painting. It's a good service.
Bastion Painting, is it? Okay.
He very rarely runs behind schedule.
Very rarely runs behind schedule. We do have to put a star next to that for legal reasons, but
Yeah.
don't worry about a star. Don't read the small print.
It depends on your definition of rare.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a Frenchie, it's bleeding. If you're American,
it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I was just delaying because I thought you were thinking.
I'm not. I thought you were taking a cursory interest in my job for some strange reason.
No.
I can't blame you. I don't have much of an interest in it myself.
I was hoping you're still doing your metal work, to be honest.
No, unfortunately not. I fixed broadband now.
That dwarf's been brave. He's going to flip out over there. Woohoo!
Thank the Lord, I still
Measure
have
the
that
height.
guide to activate.
Thank the Lord! What?
Measure the height, see if it's over 3 inches.
It's not. Everything's not over 3. It's exactly 3. Nothing is over 3 except
I'll
for that.
activate this chap and get him right up into it.
Right, I'm going to overwatch and use my laser beam eyes.
Do you know what the sad thing is? There is some young impressionable children that come into this shop that believe the shit you come out with when you don't want to lose. When you just come out with the most random bollocks.
So I'm
How do you
5.
think he wins games?
Wow, you've killed him. I don't know. You've caused 8 damage, I believe. 5's to wound. You
Yeah.
caused 2 normal.
Yeah, I've caused 8.
Is it 2 normal and 4? Or is it 1 and 4?
It's 2 and 4.
That's 8 damage. So he literally jumps off the edge and takes 2/3 of his health to a sword in the face.
That is not a good way to start the day.
I mean, it's like there's having a ready break and then there's taking a sword to the face. One way to wake you up, isn't there?
What a lovely Nesquik. To the face.
Right, so, have you...
I've got some weights left of you.
Yeah. My weight is going to pass.
So are you just not doing anything?
No.
I'm going to do something with my weight.
My weight's just going to stand there and look pretty.
For the dynamic shot for everybody in the audience right now, I'm going to... Hadouken! Just for the dynamic shot for everyone out there in the audience. I have another weight, do you?
No.
Okay, so
Well, my weights are done.
I'm going
All
to...
my weights are done, and the battlefield red, and the battlefield red.
So now we start all over again.
I went for a walk in the chaos ways.
I'll be honest, Josh, I don't know some days how you get through the working day.
Nor do I. I pity him and then I realise he's here by choice. Oh my god. I have 0 initiative.
But you got 2 triples. Oh!
Crikey, I'm definitely going to take one of my dice to make a double. What are you going to do with that?
That's your dice.
I've still got one.
Oh right, oh well. Fine.
I kept it, mate.
I'm gonna
Lose.
So this Unleash the Beast is pretty sick. Until the end of the battle round, add half of the value of this ability, rounding up to the attacks and strength characteristics of the attack.
Yeah, no, it's good. I used it on the lion, charged in and killed the leader, the
Okay.
banner bearer, and took a load of wounds off.
So I'm going to make that into a quad, because then I can use Unleash the Beast on my target.
Well, I've made mine into a quad as well.
Oh my. Oh my. Matt, please.
So, you maintain initiative.
I maintain initiative, and I'm going to activate my lion.
Activate.
And I'm going to use my quad almost immediately
No.
to put Unleash the Beast on. So that moves his strength to a 7, and he gets 7 attacks.
Yep.
And I'll take one of these green dice. What is the toughness of your big old chap here?
He is tough as 5.
So I'm hitting on freeze.
Indeed.
I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know about you.
That is
Matt Ray.
5, 10, 15, 24 damage. That's pretty sweet.
Yes, 24 damage.
That is pretty...
How do you do 24 damage?
Because Josh, I don't come to fuck about.
When he comes with the thunder.
Yeah, you ask my better half.
So in one fell swoop, your big kitty.
I'm really worried though that he's still just stood there. I've done all that, but can I just then make another attack action? Right. I like how you were looking at me nervously, and now I know why you're looking at me so nervously.
Ah, but do you hit him or do you hit the guy beside
Of course I hit the guy with a fucking hammer for a hand. Why would I not?
See, when I did this, all I rolled was 1s and 2s. So he's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. Do you want me to work it out or you just want to take him off?
No, let's work out the excess.
Okay. So I did 12 because you are much faster at maths than I am.
6 is the plus. You have overkilled me by 6 damage points.
Everyone in the audience, let's get some shout outs. Because that was sick! One round of...
Oh, he's dead.
We've got from Drake here, the kitty is pretty awesome.
The kitty is awesome, especially
You are not wrong, friend.
when you combine the kitty with that ability on a high dice.
Yeah.
The kitty is ridiculous.
7
With a
attack,
capital
7
ridiculous.
strength. He's that kitty is
Yeah.
throwing some fucking punches.
That ain't no warm kitty, cold kitty, little ball of fur kitty.
It's your activation.
I
I'm so glad you painted them up now.
A kitty?
Yeah.
I think it makes you fight better. Right, so, one activation down, boom. I am going to use my 111 to do Inspiring Presence.
I was really worried you were about to be. I'll use my quad to do Resurrection. And the big guy just stands up like the Terminator.
And I'm gonna go...
The universal rampage ability is not that good. Just for a quad, you just make 2 extra
Is
attacks.
that one of your guys?
He is one of my guys. Yeah.
Murder trucker.
It's.
Murder.
I've lulled you into a false sense of security that I didn't know how to play this game.
Murder. You've been watching lots of YouTube.
Mainly your content.
Murder.
Subscribe.
He is my activation.
Okay.
So
We've actually managed to go up by about 12 subscribers in a week.
That's your size alternative accounts.
JShaw 1, JShaw 2, JShaw 3. And then I have conversations with myself in the chat. Don't you think Matt's pretty? No, I do. No, I do. I'm his #1 fan. I already swore at a customer once. That's an account.
Only once.
Yeah. Multiple times.
Then I'm going to activate Turd Face. And Turd Face is going to...
What am I missing here? Did you
Just
just
do
move
2
her and then
activations
wait her and then...
I moved him
Yeah.
with Inspiring Presence on her to then activate her at the end of the round.
Oh, wow.
Wow, you are... I know I've killed it, Matt, but again, please don't bring out the pro plays because I don't know what I'm doing.
So it's 1 move to
Matt, power gaming? Never.
Yeah, I mean, I've met
that ability.
I've met his NIDS list.
Hang on, let me just double check this.
I've met his NIDS list. He should be ashamed.
Has he told you about his Team Yankee list?
Please tell me more, Josh. Is it literally oozing with mozzarella?
Yeah, he's made a lot of Hueys. And he's got, I'll make this list. That seems fun.
I'm going to pop that ability and cause 5 damage to the cat and that guy there.
Coincidentally, turns
Called Whirlwind of Death.
Whirlwind of Death.
Whirlwind of Death
damage
is...
points to all visible enemy fighters within 3 inches of this fighter.
Whirlwind of Death is not something I'm interested in.
So, 5 kiddie, 5 dude.
Ouch, that hurt.
Have you got 5 tokens?
I have got some 5 tokens, yeah. I'm ready.
Oh, did you put them on? Sorry, I didn't see.
No, that's alright. Luckily, store assistant Josh was happy enough to supply me with these tokens before the game.
So
A shout out in the chat for Josh.
Warm kiddie. You on 9.
See, I can do my job right at times.
I'm going to... Is it my turn now? I don't want to
She
rush
gets to
you.
whip you.
Okay. I pay for these.
In fact, no,
most
she
days.
gets to attack you. She gets 4 attacks. They're not very good attacks, but she gets 4 attacks by anyway. So she's 2/4 for damage, strength 4, so wounding on the 4s.
Okay.
What's going on there?
So we've got a quad. We've got a crit and a normal. So that's 6 points of damage in total.
Crikey. Doing some damage, yeah.
Quick check on the video, because the video seems to pause paused for some reason.
No, we just haven't made an activation for the last 10 minutes.
Literally the image.
So yeah, over to you, my friend.
Okay, are we still on, Josh? Or?
I'm just double checking because the image I got on the actual camera is frozen, but I need to check on the actual Twitch to see if it's still running.
Did you say you're doing this on your own next week?
Yeah.
I think I have Sunday free next week. Do you want to play something?
Yeah.
Do you want to play something? What do you want to play?
Penises.
Sword fights?
SPQR.
What's SPQR?
Gauls versus Romans.
I'll play whatever you want.
They're skirmish.
Sure, I'll play whatever you want.
Right,
Comparing it
that's
to this.
interesting.
So you've already made an opinion before we start a video about our opinions.
I read them.
Sure, I'll
I read
call
the
them.
rule book. And, you know how these got like nice stat lines and stuff? Well,
Yeah, super easy to...
SPQR is like, this is how far you move, this is the bonus to range, this is the bonus to combat, this is... And then what you need to roll a 6, add that bonus, subtract any modifiers,
We've done one activation and I feel quite confident with this game.
and it's like, hang on, couldn't you have just given them a better... Like, rather than saying, it's a 6 as standard, and then you add that modification, why not just say, this guy's 4 to hit?
Hmm.
He hits on a 4+, rather than saying he's got a +2 modifier to the 6.
Yeah.
But then if you want to introduce cover, it's a -1 modifier for cover to his 4+ to hit.
That's very confusing.
That would be easier, would it not, than saying, well, you've got a 6 to hit, and then you've got the +2 for your range modifier, and then you've got the -1 for the cover. So actually you've got a +1, which means you need 5. It's just too many sequences.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to pick that up as quickly as I pick this up.
So I might amend it, just like literally rewrite the rulebook for them.
For
Because the
some
first thing when I read it, I was just like, why the effing hell have you made it that overly complex? So you need to get a 6 to make a save, 6 or more. A Roman Legionary's got a +3 to that. So you roll the dice, you get a 3. 3 + 3 is 6. You've made a 6. So isn't that just a 3-up save?
Me and a couple of people at the office were talking about this. Sometimes I feel like, you know when you play games that are not Games Workshop, they go out of their way to make it look like they're not under... It's not as if they ever copyright, you can't say these words about a role. So I don't understand why they go like the furthest possible way to say, we're not Games Workshop. When really, they could just go, oh, Games Workshop's doing it the easiest way, let's just emulate that. They seem like... I've read an awful lot of games where they just put more wording in so they're not saying the same words as Games Workshop does.
Okay, the video is back in. For some reason, it froze on an image. I'm not too sure why.
Could they still hear the...
Oh yeah. Pretty much. The sound is good. The
Luckily,
chat is
we were
good.
just talking.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought
image
I
is
thought
frozen.
we weren't live.
Oh no, we weren't live. This is literally the image had frozen. I had no idea why.
So SPQR is a great game, Jack. Really good game.
Okay.
Really worth
I'm
buying.
excited to review it next week.
Now that I've got all this stock for it, it's really worth
I'm
buying.
excited to see the review of it next week.
I think the dynamics of the game are going to be thrilling,
Thrilling.
and they've put a whole new concept on
Simplified rules.
simplifying rules. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to continue. I'm going to activate my chap with the harpoon,
Oh man,
and I'm going
what a guy!
to throw into that fella.
What a guy!
If he can actually kill something, I'm very excited for that this turn.
He was my last man standing when I did it.
He's got 4s. She's got 4s, right?
Yeah. No, 5s. Got a shield.
What?
Seriously, 5. Got a shield.
Yeah, he's got toughness 5.
Don't know why. Such a weak character's got that. So that's 1 wound.
Yeah, so you take 2 damage.
I'm not entirely sure why that character, compared to like one of the bigger guys, this is like a little tiny pleb, compared to like this guy.
I don't know, because I kind of feel like holding a standard bearer, you can't do a great deal of protecting yourself, even though their standard bearer is just an enormous shield.
Yeah, he could put it in front of himself.
I don't know what kind of upper body strength you would need to just turn that shield on like a dime.
Oh, he's been. You're dead.
He's been activated.
She's been activated. Activated, mate.
I feel like the smaller warbands, like these activations, are going to be super critical.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't matter about small warbands because you'll make them to 1,000 points. Oh, but saying that though, if you do take higher point models, then yeah, you'll end up with fewer, but they might be stronger, mightn't they?
Yeah. It's
Maybe
exactly what we were talking about earlier
Warcry.
with the
You
customers
know Warcry?
in
Force.
Kill Team. Like, they're crazy powerful.
I've just killed that guy.
He's already dead.
I got 6.
And a 4.
Is it a 4?
Yeah.
So that is a crit and a normal.
How much damage did you do?
70.
I don't know you're telling me the truth now, Matt.
6.
6 damage. Okay, the cat's dead anyway.
It was worth trying to say something.
Oh, did Katie die?
The cat's dead.
Kitty died.
The
There
cat's-
wasn't that much damage to her.
Yeah. I mean,
I suppose they just surround her quite.
3 guys have just been wailing on a cat all day.
As you do.
Again, I'm hoping there's no members of Peter in the audience. Because we've just beat a cat to death.
There could be some Stevens.
Go on, Matt. I'm trying not to laugh because I know it only makes you worse.
Right, that was my move.
That was your
Action,
activation.
Yeah.
It's my activation.
My banner bearer with his massive shield just like jumped in because like you go, oh, what's he gonna do? Wah! Boom!
Yeah.
Kitty dead, bitch!
He just beat up a roughed up cat. I'm going to move my leader up here, and now we'll just have a leader fight.
Call yourself a liar now, did you, bitch?
Oh, Drake isn't Peter, Petter, but he is a cat owner.
It's alright.
Your cat's fine.
We had cats. Your cat's not just being wailed on by 4 barbarians.
Yes!
Well, you can fuck right off.
I mean, Matt, please. What is your toughness? Is it 4?
Toughness 4.
So you take 12 wounds.
Oh! My leader always takes
Couple of crits, right?
shitloads of damage.
Sorry?
Couple of crits then.
Yeah, I got 2 6s. I mean, doing it for the cats, guys, in the audience. All those cat owners out there. This team, we love cats. It's why we're wearing so many of them, it seems. 'Cause everyone's in furs. So I can't say we love animals.
It's the only reason that cat fights with them.
We're also...
So he doesn't get made into a crit.
all of our weapons are bones! Don't worry, imitation. No animals hurt in this video, apart from a cat that was beat to death.
Well, my big axe guy is going to activate. And that's your big axe guy.
That's my big axe guy. There was 2 people around the dwarf,
Yeah,
all wearing furs like everyone else.
the
They're
dwarf
mine.
should probably activate right now.
Yeah,
and,
he's-
put 4 attacks on big axe guy.
Big axe guy, okay.
We're going to get 4 crits here.
I hope you don't. You got 1 crit?
1 and a wound.
Okay, how much damage does that do?
Unless you are toughness 3, but I think you are.
I'm a toughness 4.
Yeah, so that is 5 damage.
Crikey, that's a lot of damage.
Well, we got 15.
So, now my turn, and Big Axe Guy
He's
is...
just going to cleave me in two.
Yeah, he's not happy with what you're
Oh shit,
doing.
hang on, I've got 2 attacks, haven't I?
You do have 2 attacks now.
Sorry, Jack.
It's alright. Don't worry.
Another 2 damage to that guy.
Another 2 damage. Okay.
Well, is that an ability you did to do 2 attacks? Or
No,
two
just 2
activations?
actions.
2 actions, yeah.
I just forgot, because like Wild West Exodus doesn't let you do 2 attacks, does it?
Yeah, well, this isn't Wild West Exodus.
I know, but it's been in my head all the
That's
time
okay.
playing it.
Again, we had a brief conversation earlier about all the systems in your head all coming to the surface at some point.
It's like when you're cheating on your wife with like multiple Oh fuck!
I've never had
with
this
multiple girlfriends.
again. Never had this again, Matt. But
Trying to remember all the names and where they live and stuff. It's just too difficult.
you take 12 damage.
That's why you always use pet names.
Overkilled him by 8.
That's how you do it!
His wounds characteristic is 12.
Don't come at me, you fucking dwarf. I feel like it's just going like 1 for 1. Like, you killed my cat.
Yo,
now
bring it down, it's 2 big axes to my hen party!
You killed my cat, and in return, I beat a short person, which you've had for, I believe, just so that you have one. For disability benefits. In your team.
We got the fat guy,
Yeah.
the short guy. You killed the
I'll be
rest
honest, equality is a lot better on your team than mine, because we all seem to be pet lovers, but
Wearing the pets.
yeah, we're not big on disabilities. It would
I've
seem.
got just my legionaries left.
I have the whip lady, which you told me is sick as fuck, and I've literally done nothing with her.
So, I feel like I should beat up on... I'm going to wail on that person there. So, I'm going to leap over that gap to your stabby guy, who is fucking pissing me off.
The harpoon man?
Harpoon man.
Matt, please. He's your good friend.
Harpoon! This is proper, like... I'm going to say Jenga then. Parkouring.
If anyone in the chat can animate any of this, it would be the best thing in the world if every time they jump it was like the hidden dragon, where they're like kicking off in the air.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a really powerful move, they just do like the soft kicks.
Unfortunately, it's only 2 attacks.
Okay. That's a 3 and a 4.
And I'm only strength 3.
And his toughness is 4.
So, it's like hitting...
He's got all those furs, mate. You can't punch through fur.
No. You just bounce off. It delays the impact, doesn't it?
You sure? Sure, Matt.
Who needs plate mail when you've got fur?
Who needs plate?
Leave the layer of fat on, love. It'll add cushioning.
Oh,
but you'll get all smelly. Yeah, no, but I don't want my head be caved in by hammer. I'm not giving you a helmet. Oh, bloody hell.
I'm going to hop her up
I'll
there.
just make sure that I dodge me back round to everybody who attacks
And then,
me.
with the whip,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to whip you in the back.
I've literally only just arrived in the fight and I'm going to get whipped in the back.
3 1s and a crit, so you take 2 damage.
Wow. I have literally lost nearly all my blood right now.
Was that a crit on the edge?
A crit and
It was a
all
crit on the edge, friend.
So you need to see
Roll
if
the
you
dice,
fall over.
please.
This is funny. I've just got up there.
Do you know what my thing is all you ever talk about is, I only ever roll ones when I'm the last Bastion. You can bollocks. We've done this 4 times now, and you've got 5 or 4 every time.
I think it's because of the new dice.
Yeah, you've only ever rolled ones when it comes to damage.
Yeah. Right.
Not that I'm against that.
Right.
Go right ahead. Oh, sorry. I thought I'd lost more miniatures than I had. I was like, I don't know where my second Juve is. That's him hiding behind hiding behind the pectoral muscles of my my leader.
Right.
That shield could not be comfortable. The Juves only have a strength of 3, so you get... What wound do you do?
Still shit.
What wound?
I've got a 2 and 3. So I'm strength 3. Oh, but yeah, there's a light guy. So that's fun.
Okay, so now with my Juve...
Oh shit! I've got a guy down there.
Yeah, you've got one little guy. He's the guy who killed... He's the first blood guy.
Did I forget to act? Oh no, it's just only a second turn, isn't it? It feels
Yeah.
like he played it all night.
I don't feel
You're
like
gonna
we
wail
have.
on the leader.
Yeah, he's going to try and throw his super weak attacks into your leader.
Oh, the little guy.
Yeah.
Because
the big guy
just wailed on him and nearly killed him, didn't he?
Shout out for some crits! Nope, but I
Nope.
do get 2 hits.
Okay.
So he takes 2 more wounds.
5, 10.
I must admit, it's quite impressive the fact that you can jump around that much in this game.
Like I say, so far, what I'm really enjoying about this game, for my review,
Yeah,
not that
okay,
I don't know anyone's asking for it, is it's been so super easy to pick this game up. Like, Games Workshop games aren't usually like something you can just pick up so quickly.
Yeah,
Right.
Josh found it quite hard moving it across the tables.
But on top of that, I can see how this would become super tactical. I can see how you could put a lot of thought into your activations.
Well, you've got the deployment
to try and keep
cards
it quite fun.
and...
Your turn.
What, you've got
Yeah, he's got 1 wound left.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Well, those cards over there, Jack, you've got deployment, you've got mission objectives, you've got twists.
Yeah, I got told the twist is where you can get like the monsters in, and then I can just like
It's actually a
activate the
dance.
monsters.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't laugh because it only inters you more. But I just think it's funny.
I'm going to go and hit Axe Guy.
Oh come on, not axe guy. Why don't you hit sword guy?
Sword Guy took damage.
No.
Okay. That's why I'm hitting Axe Guy then.
Well, you know.
I got... I'm strong 3, so I'm guessing your toughness is
4.
1 damage.
1 damage to axe guy. Come on, he didn't deserve that. Axe guy's nearly dead. Axe guy's got a family.
That was my last guy.
Was it? I've got 2 more to go. So I'm going to move Sword Guy in.
Yeah.
Sword Guy's going to say hello.
If he crits me, I'm probably dead. I might use Adept Starblights next week, actually, in this. I'll just play these. Adept Starblights against your gang.
Shotguns. And what's your toughness?
3.
3. So
Hang on, who is it?
it's Sword Guy.
Oh yeah, I'm 3.
So I only get 1 wound,
4.
so you take
4.
4. Okay, on a 4 I get nothing. If you know what model you're playing, Matt, we might not struggle. And then, do you have any more activations?
All my toughnesses are 4, except for the shield guys who are 5.
And my final activation, if you've got nothing left to do, is I will activate my Juve here, and he will do all 6 of his attacks into that mean man who's hitting him.
Okay.
And it's 5s and 6s, isn't it? Because he's got a toughness of 5.
Yes.
And he takes 1 wound.
Oh, poor guy.
Again, these Juves, they're not into the life as much as they should be. So, we're rolling the 6 again.
I feel like I want to get initiative.
No, you don't need initiative, Matt. What do you need initiative for?
Oh.
I've still got initiative. Have I?
No, it's a draw.
It's a draw. What do we do for a draw?
You get your wild card that could.
Classic roll off.
A 1.
So a 6.
You have the initiative at the minute.
I have the initiative in the
We
minute.
take our wild card.
And if I, which I'm obviously not going to mess around with that, I'm just going to make this into a triple, Matt.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'll use mine to make that into a 1, 2, 3 and steal it off you.
Oh no, he didn't.
I've seized your initiative. At gunpoint.
Okay, right. I was confused with that, but no, go on.
How's it confused you? Go on.
I didn't think that you could just add to the initiative pool. I thought it was like...
No, you add to any of the...
Okay, but either way, if I'd gone for any of the numbers that would have kept me initiative, I would have subtracted. Because the only thing I can add is a 2 and you can add a 3, so you'd be above me either way.
No, because we both had 4 dice.
Yeah, but the numbers are higher.
That doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Oh, it's about just the dice in the pool.
It's the amount of dice in the pool.
I've been thinking of that completely differently. Right, okay. No, it's your turn.
I do apologise.
No, it's your turn, buddy. Go
I thought I
ahead.
explained it quite well.
No, we've played so far and we're doing just fine. I think this is only the first hurdle where I've been confused by something. I've got a
Which,
triple.
Right, so you've got no ability. You've got shield, which I can't use. You've got a whirlwind of death that I can't use. And you are on 1 wound left, so probably activate you first. You're strength 5. 3 attacks. Lead with strength. I need to kill somebody for that to work. And both of them are full health. The other one is...
I don't know.
Pushing blow.
You go all into that Juve. He's only got 8 damage. Only 8 wounds even.
This is really annoying. I could add 6 to my strength.
Yeah.
And make my strength 11.
Which would make you impeccably powerful, but really your strength
still
is higher than my
3s.
toughness anyway, so it
still
doesn't really
3s.
matter. This is where the doubles would vastly matter if then you were getting on 2s and 6s, like in 40k. But
the
again,
only other thing I can do is if I kill somebody, I can make an extra action. Fight you only if an enemy fighter has been taken down. So if I hit the small guy,
gotta do 8 wounds.
I could try. Do that. So I'm going to keep hold of that, and then if I kill him, I'll pop it.
Okay, go ahead.
So I've got 3 attacks. Basically, I need 2 6s. I get 2 wounds.
2
which
wounds.
causes 4 wounds. Sorry. I've got 2 hits which cause 4 wounds.
Okay, right.
And I'm going to have to hit it again. Which I fucking fucking bastard cunt face!
So it kills him.
Now it kills you with massive overkill. So then I pop the ability
And you swing at my chief.
and I swing at his chief.
Your strength 5 and toughness 4, so yeah, you're still hitting on 3.
And just tickle you.
Do 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, so on my
I
turn,
feel like my life is over right now with
Ah.
this guy.
I'm going to swing back with my chief.
I mean, I probably wouldn't. There's other things you could probably swing back with to even out the odds.
No, I think I've got an idea in my head.
Okay. Yeah, dead.
Dead. And then can I do my action and then move and then do one of my like moves? Do my like ability.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my move. He has a move of 5 inches, everyone, if I can remember that.
Kaboom!
So I will put a weight action against him, and I will use my triple here to use Inspiring Presence and activate Axe Guy. And then Axe Guy is going to make all of his attacks against the guy next to him. Yeah. That was why I didn't want to move.
We've just had 2 comments from Drakemar. One was Dice Tourette's. He's also put, he's disappointed that the Iron Golems aren't available to play
6.
separately.
6 rounds.
But
What strength are you?
I'm strength 4.
You wound with 3s.
Sorry?
3s to wound.
Okay, it's freeze to wound, so you take 10.
Oh.
Those were the dice I got.
Oh.
So you got 10.
So what is it? 4, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah, it's 1, 4, 3, 2s.
No. The damage you've caused.
The damage I've caused is 1, 4, and 3 2s. So 10 wounds.
It's 1 wound taken, and then now he's got no body or head or anything left. He's like, I take one.
That was the main reason that I kind of wanted to do it, is to just kind of just.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking there was no reason to hit him, but then I've realised you must.
My
you just
plan
get
was
rid of
to
him and
just
then
take
get
the
rid
2 of those out, and then basically. But it's your turn, Matt. Again, I genuinely have never played this game before.
I need to kill Axe Guy.
You don't need to kill Axe Guy.
So.
What's Axe Guy ever done to you? You tell me that, and I'll tell you what Axe Guy's not done.
Splodged that guy.
Right.
Other than splodging that guy, what has he ever done to you?
The dwarf as well. But again, what's he
Other
ever
than
done?
that, what has he ever done?
What's he ever done?
So I'm going to drop down.
Axe Guy's only got 2 wounds. Come on now.
I'm going to splodge Axe Guy.
Axe Guy's been a friend to you your entire life. You tell me he has.
Well, he was a friend until he killed my mates. And this thing about killing my mates, that really winds me up.
I don't know what.
Dead.
Oh, not Axe Guy. Shout out to Axe Guy in the chat. He's all dead and stuff now.
something to mention.
I feel like we should play like a bit of When you're gone, pieces of your axe are laying on the ground. When you're gone.
I'm going to activate her and make her whip attack.
I'd like to do that live on camera and put it on YouTube, because that's kind of like Avril Lavigne might just ring us and say, "Oi, you owe me rights to that song. Can't just cover my song."
So that's 1 lot of 2 damage to the back of that guy.
Ooh. 1 lot of 2. Is that all it is on a crit?
Yeah, it's all it is. The whip's not great.
Shit.
So he's still alive?
Very much.
I'm going to roll again then.
No.
No?
He's dead.
Dead? Okay.
Just see if he falls off. No, he actually crumples to a...
Wilhelm scream.
He crumples there and just goes, ugh.
And
just
then
hangs over the edge of the...
I will pop the weight action on what's left of her. Go right ahead, Matt.
I feel like we're getting taken out piecemeal. Is that the right word? Piecemeal? Is that...
Yeah, piece by piece.
They get slaughtered?
Piece by piece, friend. Piece by piece.
I'm hoping that I'm going to crit and you fall off. Not that it really makes a difference, but I'm going to wail on her.
Okay. It's all about cool factor, mate. Roll of cool. That's where we're at.
All my attacks.
Roll of cool, baby.
4. I'll take these 6s. Not 3. That should kill her. So crit and wound. That's 4 damage.
Okay. She is dead.
Yeah! Woo, woo, woo! Not too excited, guys.
And,
We killed
for rule of cool, doesn't fall.
Killed all the weak shit.
Yeah, all the weak shit's gone, and I've killed your hardy shit. So I'm just kind of.
I feel like it's been a very rough exchange.
Yeah, I won't lie. This game got infinitely more fun when we just started like punching into each other. Yeah. I'm going to activate Harpoon Guy.
Oh no!
To shoot your standard bearer.
Oh man!
So he takes he takes 6 wounds.
He thought he'd got away with it, you know. He thought he got away with it. He thought it was invisible to the world.
Your girlfriend.
He thought his stealth was working. So that would be him.
Yeah.
He is going to wail on her.
So he's going to move in and wail on her.
Yeah.
So do you want me to move her?
With banner and everything, he's going to jump over.
And get right in a
Get
grill.
right in there. As he jumps, he's just going to bring the banner, boing! Like a massive gong on her head.
Matt, please.
Right. Boom, she's dead. Going to get a 666 here.
When has that ever happened?
So 1 damage. No, 2 damage, sorry.
2 damage?
2 damage.
I feel like 2 damage, like there really needs to be a 2 damage counter.
Yeah,
there really isn't.
I think when they made it, they thought it's alright, they'll get all odds. It's
So
fine.
I'm going to activate her.
If they only cause 1 or 3.
Oh, she's
you know.
dead. I'm activating her wait action now. And with her wait action, I'm going to make her shiv attack against you.
She's shivering me.
And what's his strength?
Sorry, toughness? Toughness is 4.
And nothing.
No, you
Dinada.
can't shiv all the armour.
Dinada. And I've got another activation. Have you got anything left?
No. But what I thought was you said erectile dysfunction right then. Which is bizarre. I thought, I've got erectile dysfunction. Have you got anything left? And I was like,
Have you?
I have lots of sperm and erections, yes.
So you take 10 damage.
It's on Whippy.
Yeah, on Whippy.
That's fine. She's only lost 1/3 of her health. Sorry,
Yes,
she's
30?
only lost 2/3 of her health.
I was going to say, I was
Yeah.
like, how does she have 30?
Have you seen how
she has
thin
much
she
as
is?
that tank. Right, it's start of the thing again.
Not a
It's
fucking superhero!
6 dice.
This is when I need.
Yeah. Big plays now, Matt. Big plays.
Double.
Double.
Initiative.
Right.
I got a 2.
I got a 5.
You can put your dice in there first.
Sorry, I'm just reading up on a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
What you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you?
I will add 1 to the initiative bar.
Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? Oh, you gonna go? I'm gonna make that into a trip.
Okay, so it's me to start.
You to start.
I still had something from last round. There's a weight token there. But don't worry, we've moved past it now. He was going to jump down, but that's fine. Like I say, I've... Are you sure? I don't mind taking that as my rule.
Absolutely, it's fine.
Again, you're being a true gentleman.
Well, I mean, I can't claim the defeat if I don't be nice to you, can I?
No.
Otherwise, you'd be forever saying you only won that match because you didn't let me have that weight.
No, not at all. We've played a lot of games together. Have I ever done that?
Yeah, every game. You meanie.
I'm going to take his 4 attacks then against the
No, you can't activate it now, I'll just let you off.
She takes 4 wounds. And then I'm just going to use his other 4.
Okay. Please miss.
I didn't.
No, you absolutely annihilated her with 10 wounds.
I didn't.
So you overkilled her by 9.
Okay.
What was left of her body is just mushed on the floor.
She's gone bin jam.
She was a massive part of my plan.
She was a really, I won't lie, out of your squad, like, Mace Lady has been the MVP the whole game. She's been doing a lot of really good stuff.
Like what?
She got, like, she's had 2 kills this game.
Yeah. You needed ability dice.
It's your activation.
I feel like he's kind of facing the wrong way.
I
He's
feel-
like, there's somebody over here!
maybe
I
that.
can see them!
Maybe that, or he's just thinking, is it all worth it? All this war stuff.
So I just hit myself in the head with this mace.
Bang! He just knocks himself out cold and he's just gone.
That's it, I give up.
I'm done, guys. I've had enough. I've had enough, guys.
So, I am going to pop this
Okay.
for respite. No, respite.
Respite.
No, I'm not, because I can't do that. Because I'm within an inch of an enemy. Shall I increase my toughness? Yeah, why not?
That would
Let's
be.
try and live. Pop that to increase toughness.
He's planting the banner.
Planting the banner, and then he's gonna double whammy her in the face, mofo. Right. I'm gonna butcher this bitch. Like I said. So that's 2 damage.
Okay.
So I was gonna tickle out the fanny.
That's no damage.
Look, 1s. This doesn't even matter. 1s and 2s. This one doesn't matter.
You did some damage, Matt.
It just isn't coming.
Okay, so
It's like I've
is
got-
it my turn?
Like I've been castrated.
On my turn, I'm going to use this double to, while I activate this chap, I'm going to give him onslaught. So he adds 1 to the attack characteristics. So he's going to
3 attacks with this.
javelin into that guy.
Right, all of them.
Yeah, and he only takes 2 damage because of his impeccable. He has a
He's
toughness
got
of
the
6.
Yeah, he's got the toughness 6 at the minute.
Yeah, so he only takes 2 damage.
What a guy. He's actually outlasting all my big guys.
Yeah, he seems to be doing great. Your turn with that one guy. I knew you were going to do it. I just knew in my heart. I was like, I'm getting ready to see a sick jump.
Oh no! That wasn't actually planned.
You've killed.
I knocked him off, then I knocked the bridge and she fell off.
You've
Banner bearers planted your standards so firmly that he's just like...
You've sunk my battleship, Matt.
Oh god, I had like Spinny Winnie and then that happened. So, Spinny Winnie guy, he's got 2 attacks, but they're going to be both crits. Then you're going to die.
That's wishful thinking.
That is 1 wound.
Okay.
Slowly but surely we are chipping away at her.
You are, yeah. I'll activate her now. To
She only got 5.
yeah, she's only got 5 wounds. She's still got 10 wounds.
They don't do any damage to her before.
No, she was stood in the background and then
That
she
is
cocked up.
sick.
So I'll use all of her knife attacks on the standard bearer account.
Oh. 5s.
You take 5 damage.
Oof. Dangerous. Brian.
And I've still got an activation. The mighty undamaged sword guy. He's got 8 inches of move, so with 8 inches of move, I can certainly get him up. Hello. And it's the roll again, Matt.
Leader? Oh, did he
He
get
already activated, he killed Whip Lady, didn't he?
It was all
Sorry
blur.
to bring all that back.
It was all a blur. Blocked out on mine, but I feel like I've approached on your territory there.
That's fine, don't worry about it.
That's caught.
We're friends.
That's 3. So, double, and... Wow. You've got the initiative, you can choose where you're putting it.
I'm going to make that into a triple.
Okay, and I'm going to make... One of them's dying this turn, so I may as well make myself... Triple. I'm not going first. And so I'm surviving a minimal. So but I could make a triple. There isn't any other triples, there is there? Just doubles. So it wouldn't do harm if I made all doubles. Okay, all doubles.
So me to go?
Yeah.
So on my turn, I am going to use my 1 triple to use Harpoon Snag. So I'm going to
Harpoon Salad.
use all... I'll use the Harpoon Snag harpoons and then I'll do the others. This is all going to be against your banner man. So what's his toughness?
5.
5, okay.
No, hang on. 4.
Okay, 4, so both hit.
Okay.
And he takes 4 damage.
Poor guy.
With the other activations,
If he'd planted his banner, you wouldn't have wounded him. It's really important for him to go first. I am.
I will use all of his
And it's my
other
worst
harpooned
You need to do
attacks
your ability
against
now,
the back
can't
of that.
Yeah, no, but it's my worst man.
Well,
That's why I made those all doubles.
he takes 2 damage. Your one remaining guy.
On 5s to wound.
Yeah, I only got 1/5.
That's down.
It's you to go, friend.
Did
Right.
you know there's an aspect of this game you cannot play if you don't buy the core set?
Tell me, is it the terrain bit?
No, it's the beasts. You know, you mentioned in some of those twists you can use the beasts.
Yeah.
If you don't buy the core set, you don't get the beasts.
Well, yeah,
Not
but
the
we'll
beasts.
bring out the beast.
The beast.
Oh, they eventually will do, but for the moment, you can't use
Yeah.
the beasts unless you get the box.
I tell you, the really big thing I've been happy about with the Warcry set so far is that they've brought out all the gangs so quickly. Like, look what they did with Necromunda, and we had 9 months later, we finally got all
I
of
know,
the 6
they've
gangs.
literally just gone everything. Here
Yeah.
you go.
Week 2, you have all the 6. So now you can actually choose. Like,
This little guy has got to do so much.
I really enjoyed Necromunda. I still really enjoy Necromunda. But the problem was, it was like for 3 months, it was like, do you want to play Goliath or Escher? That's all you've
Not
got.
only that though, but once they released a couple of gangs, then they changed the rules. This stage, they're releasing everything, and you know you've got those rules that won't change.
Yeah, and it just gives you... Now you can actually go to a game and be like, right, so I'm playing Iron Golems, but there's 5 other factions and I don't know what I'm going to fight.
I'm going to spend
You can get the
this
campaigns
Go on,
straight away now as
to
well.
throw bolus.
Okay. To throw a bolus?
To throw a bolus.
Crikey. Go on.
So, I roll these dice, on a 4 to 5 you take 1 damage. I'm going to do it at her.
Yep.
A bit close for this, it's like a throwing weapon.
Okay. I've just threw a harpoon at him, mate, and I could touch him with a harpoon.
That's true. You just like throwing it. So, yeah.
I'm worried I'm going to hit my own bird at this point.
So, on a 4 to 5 I allocate 1 damage. On a roll of a 6 I allocate 4 damage.
Okay.
Nil point.
Did I take 1 damage?
Yay! I would have eventually.
Oh, I took 1 damage.
No,
No,
nothing.
you took nothing. You got
Okay.
2 and a 1.
I got a 1 and a 3, then a 2 and a 1, and then a was it a fail afterwards?
Missing.
Swing and a miss. So then I'm going to make my other ability, which is add 1 to my attacks, and another ability, add 1 to my attacks. All my abilities used, and I've only got 4 attacks. So these are at her.
Did I get any damage?
And these are at her. Yay!
Okay.
2 damage points.
I'll activate her then.
2
and
damage points.
Use. Does she actually take 2 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
I sometimes think when I'm saying 2 damage points, you're just not putting them on because you don't believe me.
It's not that, it's that for the last 3 times now you've rolled low, so you just repeat the rolls until you actually get something, and I'm worried that you're doing that, and then going, and now you take the damage.
No.
But I believe you, I'll put the 2 on.
I mean, I'm being honest, I'm telling you when you do, and then just...
We're on camera, so I can believe you.
No, I mean, I'm really bad at cheating as well.
I'm going to use all of her knife attacks to try and actually do something.
Okay. She probably wastes him.
She does 9 damage to you.
So all that time you were chipping away at him.
Yeah.
And so you've got...
9. She does...
You sure you got 9?
Yes.
What,
she
so
does a
damage with a
crit of
knife?
4 and a regular's just a 1.
With that knife?
Yeah, with a knife, yeah. Her whips is only like a 1 and 2, but her knife is like crazy crit.
Wow, that's crazy head. So basically, that's overkilled him by 4. He put a good
genuine pleasure to
effort.
play against you.
A good effort for that little guy.
I really enjoyed it. I would enjoy to play as the Iron Golems at some point.
I much more the other guys because they win.
No, thank you very much.
I always seem to win with them and lose with me.
Thank you very much for having me. It was
Yeah,
really great to play.
Wonderful game. And it'd be interesting to see what the other gangs are like. I might actually open some and use them.
Yeah, the Corvus Cabal guys, I'm told, are all about motion, but the ladies there, I'm told, are all about like damage, but they're not very like powerful. And then the Unmade guys have a bunch of stuff that like frightens people. And then I can't remember what the other one is. Oh, it's the Gladiator guys, and they're all about poison effects because they're all just like snake stuff. So I don't know. I kind of, after playing this, I kind of want to get one of the warbands now and actually play.
I can't wait to get my goblins out with all the swig hoppers.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what their rules are like because I bet they're really fun.
They're both boing all over the place.
Yeah, I can't. Like I say, I kind of want to get a warband now, but I don't know which one I'd get. I probably might get the Gladiator one because the Gladiator ones look really cool, especially that guy who's doing like a bleeding 90 share video with a snake.
I like the gladiators, some of them, but I also love the look of the Blade girl from Blade, whatever it's called.
The set over there of the lady. The like all female one where they have the big masks, or
yeah, and she's got like
Dark Knight has
Swords
the correct
for-
answer, all of them.
swords for legs.
You're on about the Unmade, and they
That's
they have the
Unmade.
face belts. Yeah, that's possibly like I've never been a big Chaos player. That is by far my least favourite because I think I'm not a huge fan of that aesthetic. Don't get me wrong, I might paint one of them.
See, I look
like,
at them and just think, oh, so chaos.
that face belt, and then there's the one who's like lost his arm, and his arms are also hanging off the belt, and I think that's so Chaos. But I'm not a big Chaos player. Like the Iron Golems, I really like the look of. That face belt, I'm not a fan of.
Surprised how fast the big guy goes down.
I think he went down just because I put the most powerful thing this entire army can do into him.
I suppose when I played against him, I did roll the 7 dice you rolled twice and get 2 damage with each of the 7 dice.
So I did 24, and then on top
And
of that, I did.
Yeah, you did 24, and then in the equivalent, I did 2. So I had 4 in.
I think I did 24, and then I did 11. So
Oh
I
right,
managed to
yeah.
kill
So
him
I got
outright.
2 and 2 because I got 1s and 2s to.
So that's kind of like if you'd done your quad, I wouldn't be surprised if you just took one of the guys out, because if you activate the quad on your most powerful fighter, you're just a juggernaut, aren't you, really? And I suppose that's what the cat was, is it was just
The cat is
all the
amazing.
attacks.
The cat is brilliant.
Yeah, I honestly, I think I underused the cat a lot more than I should. Are we going on camera now, or?
Yeah, I'm changing the angle.
I
The
thought
game's
it was
done.
bedtime, to be quite honest with you.
But I think I underused the cat a lot. I think I moved it up there, and I really shouldn't have. I think I should have moved like fighters up there.
I
And
mean,
then
I tempted
actually,
you with the big guy,
yeah, I kind of, like I
and
say,
then you nailed him.
when I had that quad, I was like, I just got to use the cat to kill the big guy, and then your biggest fighter's gone and my biggest fighter's gone. And then when I got your leader in that corner, I was like, my leader's quite powerful. I just need to kill your leader. And then, like I say, we're just encroaching. But like, the harpoon guy and the sword guy didn't take any damage. The harpoon guy just stood there the whole game, just chucking fucking
Throwing
harpoons,
harpoons at people
and
going,
didn't do fucking anything.
"Hey, you've done some damage." I mean, he pulled that guy across to him and then killed him.
Yeah, the harpoon guy is super. I like to say he was one of the more powerful fighters. I would definitely say out of that.
My leader has got an ability,
Yeah.
a double, and if I kill somebody with his attack, I can make another attack straight afterwards.
There was a lot of this stuff that I wish
So-
I knew about if I'd read about more, because I would have been able to use. Because, like I say, when you were talking about that, like, hi Amanda.
She could just like lean harder on the window and it just
I want to
came
get
in.
my hair cut.
So did you just walk
Yeah,
down?
no, it's a sign.
But no, when you were talking about doing the inspiring presence and then doing the Beastmaster straight after, like, then you have free activations go, and like that Beastmaster, I only started to look at it when the cat was dead, and that was like,
this is cool.
I was like, man, I could have used so.
Because then the Beastmaster becomes pointless.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I had
Without
so many
the
doubles
cat.
that I wasn't using. I could have just kept an ear on that cat and just constantly going, the cat, the cat, the cat, and it's stuff to learn.
The only
next time.
problem, I wish the cat ability had the ability to move and then attack.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you find the cat is just like, I had one where I activated a lone fighter who didn't have much health and much attack, like one of those little guys.
Yeah.
And I was in combat with the leader, who was reduced to like, I don't know, a little bit of health, not much, but a little bit. And I thought if I'd done her and then the cat and killed him, I'd be able to move the rest of my guys.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, if it doesn't work, then that guy's going to die, and then he's a waste because the only thing he can hit is the leader.
Yeah, exactly.
So I rolled at the leader and got 2 crits, wiped out the leader, and cat went, because it had always done its attacks on the leader and reduced him to that. And I thought, well, if I'd have done the cat first, I would have had that guy's activation still. So,
yeah,
it's
like,
some of the choices you make.
like we were saying,
Critical to it.
it's a very tactical game. Like, thinking about my deployment now, I did a lot of stuff wrong, which I could have really done a lot better of where I put stuff. Don't get me wrong, she was kind of clutch that I put her so far away and she did nothing for the entire fight and then came in at the end. But I think I could have
obliterated shit.
I could have done a lot more with her. I like what I did with the harpoon guy, but again, I had this kind of mass here, and like as we said, in the meat grinder, your guys were winning over my guys. I only was winning because I managed to get your guys surrounded by like 2 or 3 of my guys and pull them down.
I'm wondering whether you can have multiples of the same characters. So like
I
an army of him.
I think with the point buy system,
just throwing half harpoons at each, but
because
or whether each one's individual.
in the codex, does it talk about like a formation system, or is it literally like point buy?
I glanced at it earlier, and it mentions.
Because if it's point buy, then you can literally just
it
go.
mentions point buying.
Some of the characters you only be able to have one of.
Oh, I can understand that, but like, with this gang, I probably wouldn't have as many like of the Juves that I had, because the Juves did little to nothing, and they were just like dropping like fireflies. Like,
Yet mine,
yours were fantastic.
I would take loads at shield ones.
That guy,
Because yeah, they're not very. They've only got 2 attacks in combat, but with a shield, they're like
bringing
nails.
him down took me forever.
You just run them into each one of your characters, and then I can hit you piecemeal then.
Don't you have on the back of the abilities the actual pictures of them all somewhere?
Yeah.
That could probably give you the limit of what you can take.
Yeah, no,
in a
but
sense of.
then the goblin one has got a stabber guy, a picture of a stabber.
I know it makes me
I see
think it'll
what
explain
I see what
better
he's
than that.
saying, because on this one I've got 3 of the axe guys, so I'm guessing like I can take a limit of 3 of the axe guys.
That's what I'm saying. That might actually give you the limit of how many you can take of each.
Yeah,
You might do, but
it makes sense.
Have
It
a
makes
look,
complete
Matt, and
sense.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
because then I would definitely swap the Juves out for more of the axe guys, 100%, because those axe guys were really good, whereas the Juves, when we were against your leader, that Juve had 2 full rounds of attacks, and he did literally nothing against your leader. He was sheer pointless. Whereas these axe guys were doing quite well until your whip lady killed them.
Go, whip lady. Missions.
Anyway,
You're struggling to find them, are you?
If you do a campaign, let me know. I would definitely get involved in a campaign.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
are,
know
we
what
are
group
gonna.
I would
We are
play.
gonna.
I don't know what group I would play. I'd probably have to look into it more. But I would definitely get involved in a campaign of this. It's after one game, I really like this game.
Got that feeling. Got the image.
Yeah. And then I have stuff to finish at home. But what's the point of wargaming if you don't just sit looking at sprues?
That's it.
Hello.
So let's have a quick look. Background tables, no. Campaign selection, no. Match play, tournaments, campaign, play questions, remarks, call rules, abilities, and advantages.
He was busy.
I was there.
Oh, you
busy.
look like he's busy.
You should have been watching him.
We're live.
I hope not now, because I didn't.
Well, yeah, we're still live now, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
You're not in the. You're not in the.
You're not in the
Thank
shop,
God.
but they can hear you.
It doesn't cover it too well, does it?
No.
No.
Rather than having the points limit
Sean,
for each
bye
board,
bye.
players
Let's see
agree
what
on
you
the total points limit for each team and then divide the points between.
Sean, for this whole stream,
teams,
is
coalitions.
coming across, but he didn't talk.
One more band. Core rules, page 36, apparently.
Are we wrapping up then, friend?
You can wrap up and go if you need to. We're just going to sit, and Josh will probably force me to work until about 1 or 2 in the morning, even though I'm dead.
On the stream?
Yeah, there's a hooker.
Nice. Alright, so do you want to call it there than that?
Call it there, we'll look up and have a look for our campaign and see what happens. Because in the other thing it just says you make your warband back up, but where do you get the money from? Because it doesn't say you get gold for playing the game.
Yeah, that's something to look into.
So,
That's what jobs are for.
yeah. Thanks, guys, and catch you next week. A bit tired to say anything else.
What will we doing next week?
Hell Caesar? No. SPQR, which is skirmish.
SPQ.
Hell Caesar skirmish.